Hello, welcome back to Swiss 500. I'm Steven, and today we are gonna review and test drive the BMW M3 E46, the one which is right behind me. So the M3 E46 we have in front of us is in carbon Schwarz color, which is a blue color, not a black one, but it has black reflex. It has the optional 19-inch wheels. It has an optional sunroof, and the exhaust has not been changed. This car is stock, which is quite rare, and it's a manual gearbox, which is also extremely rare, considering that most of the M346 have been produced with paddle shifts. Let's have a look around. So let's have a look under the bonnet. And here is the 6-cylinder 3.2 liter M engine delivering 343 horsepower, 365 Newton meters of torque. The car was capable of 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. I heard that it was even quicker than that. Some say that it can do 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Let's have a look inside. Stepping in, you can see the M3 logo to remind you where you are. You have bucket seats, adjustable bucket seats. You can inflate or deflate the side of the seats to adjust to your body. When you step in, you can see the dashboard. It looks a little bit dated. The car has 76,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles roughly, which is not a lot. On the steering wheel you have the M logo, the audio control, and the cruise control. It's a manual gearbox, 6-speed. You have the DSC button to turn on or turn off the traction control. Now it's off, as you can see on the dash in the middle. You can also push the sport button. It changes the throttle response and the setup of the suspensions. You have heaters for the seats, the air conditioning, the navigation system. If you push the button, behind you have the entry for the cassettes. The CD is in the trunk. You have bucket seats for the passengers. This color combination between beige, leather and blue outside is really nice. As you can see, you can put a baby seat with Isofix, and you have bucket seats as well for the passengers in the back, which is welcome when you drive quickly. So how is it to drive? This car is an absolute thrill. Honestly, it's a real pleasure. You really feel with the manual gearbox that you control the car. It's really rewarding to have to drive a car with a manual gearbox. The car is not that heavy compared to the latest release. It's about 1.5 tons, and it handles really well. The chassis is really rigid. Steve, it's a very, very good car, very well balanced. I really understand why it's about becoming an iconic, why people are looking for these cars, and now the price, at least in Europe, has increased. If you want a very nice M3 E46, now you're gonna have to pay in the range of 30,000 euro, a bit more in Swiss francs. But honestly, it's really worth it. It's really worth it. Yes, it doesn't have as much power as the latest cars. So for example, if we speak about the M2 has many more horsepower. I will test drive the M2 next week. I will post the video afterwards. I think it's gonna be a fantastic car. Let's not forget that the M2 has a turbo engine. Here it's a normally aspirated 6-cylinder, and it makes a huge difference. You don't drive it the same way. You have to rev the engine. It's a different pleasure. So, as a conclusion, I would say that the M3 E46 is really a nice car. It's worth owning it. It's worth the 30,000 you're gonna have to pay. The price is gonna keep to increase, that's for sure. It's not gonna be cheaper anymore. If you want one, I think it's the right time to buy it. Next week I will test the BMW M2, the brand new one. It's a turbo engine. Here it's a normally aspirated 6-cylinder engine. I quite like the fact that it's normally aspirated. You have to rev the engine. It's a great car, yes. It has less torque than cars you can buy nowadays. But again, it's a car for enthusiasts. So go buy it.